Welcome back to Screen Preach. I'm your host, Ben Morganti, and once again we return for episode 66. Episode 66 means that we're about time to have a guest on the show. And today I'm joined by my good friend and neighbor, Chase Moore.
Yeah, man.
Also known as Chase Moore Beats.
Chase More Beats.
At Chase Moore Beats. Follow.
IG, Chase More Beats, everything. Facebook.
This is how we do it on this podcast. We're just plugging right off the bat. We're gonna plug everything right from the top.
You just might forget later on. I'm definitely gonna forget. That's for sure.
Hey, you know what? Like I always do here, I'm winging it. You know, it's funny. This is the first time we got all these angles. I don't know which camera I'm supposed to look at.
I was thinking that in my head.
You know? I think when I'm talking to you guys, I'm gonna talk to you guys. And you should do the same right here. Yeah. Got a lot going on. We're just, you know what? It's 2:30 a.m. already, so I mean, we were just vibing out.
Setting up.
Just keep it going.
5 o'clock in the
I'm
morning.
gonna keep vibing it out, actually.
Yeah. Man, appreciate the cold brew. Well needed and well deserved at this time. A lot of work got put into the setup, but we're here. We're here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Episode
For
number.
the brews.
Man. Cheers. Let's go.
Episode 66.
Let's go.
It hits different. Let's put it that way. Episode 66 hits different. Like, I don't even think honestly, it's picking me up. I'm gonna go,
One on, one off?
just gonna go rogue.
Just put it on there. There we go.
There.
This is when you hear it coming from there versus the mic, do it throw you off?
A little bit.
Like the sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna see one on, one off.
It's not really. Yeah, you know, you gotta trial and error and figure it out.
From there.
But I should tell you now, which I forgot to tell you before we record. I'm gonna do the fun fact that I always do. Like I call it behind the camera. It's
awesome.
it's one of my segments, like weekly episodes, just like some kind of cool fact behind a movie that you like or whatever. I told you. I think this week was Inception.
All right.
Yeah. So when I do that one, it's just gonna be like me saying shit, just for like. I'm just gonna get it out, and then we'll talk about it briefly, and then
Right.
yeah.
Just like you got a fun fact behind that movie.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
A couple. I do like maybe a few.
Yeah, Inception. Yeah, that's one of my sister's favorite movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
You can always watch that.
Yeah, masterful.
Over and never. It's a man. That you think that's some scary shit, man. Inception.
I know. This is not working. I'm like in a fucking lock.
Yeah. It's
cop.
like that's
I'm wearing
like,
a fucking cop.
You know, the DJ got it at one on, one off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I should have went for the DJ.
One on, one off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. One on. Yeah, I always see them with one on, one off.
So how we doing? How are things?
Man, just.
I know you've had a busy fucking week here.
Yeah, it's always busy. It's always busy here. It's never not busy.
Never run out of things to do. Never run out of.
But it's not busy for stuff that I'm
For
doing.
things to do.
It's busy
Do.
from other stuff.
Yeah, that's working. Did that hurt your ears?
So
If it hurt your ears, it works.
Yeah. So is it on? So it's going.
Hey, is this thing on?
This thing on? Is this working? I got the freaking. Look at this mic right here.
You went full style there.
It makes
But
more
that's
singing.
all.
Yeah,
Apparently.
that's it.
That's
The
all
sound,
that's good
that's,
for that mic.
It's just.
Is how it looks.
That's it. It just automatically makes you want to grab it and sing it. It's just go like. That's it. It's for the look. But definitely have an audience.
Good pre-game that we had there. Just
Man,
singing away.
This by Johnny Cash, man.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That Johnny Cash. Hey, that's.
Which you're talking about the Johnny Cash movie, right?
Yes.
Joaquin
Yes.
and Reese Witherspoon.
Yes.
Yeah, Walk the Line.
Dude,
Yeah,
like I watched him, like his voice. The songs, you listen to them, that
I
dude
know.
had a life. Yeah, that song right there.
I remember
Listen
watching
to
that
words.
movie and then like
Yeah.
you listening to the
Go
music.
look at,
That's don't you feel like that's the case with any movie about musicians or music
Definitely.
people? You just
But
you
have to go
watch
back
it
and
and then
check.
you go and you're like on like you just listening for like at least a week. Like
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody did that.
Think about all the songs that you listen to.
Even Elton John's movie did that.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, everything.
Definitely go back to catalog.
Straight Outta Compton.
The catalog.
Literally like anything
catalog.
music.
Yeah.
You're just
Because it puts you back in the for one, it's like all the like Bohemian Rhapsody, all of those
And-
songs that you hear
for that one. You're just
every day.
I mean,
growing up.
you turn the radio on.
Yeah, it's all like that.
Yeah.
That different music. They had so many different places they went with the music. It was crazy. Different types, different levels. This
I mean,
you grew up with it.
It sucks that Bohemian Rhapsody is. I mean, it's so overplayed, that song.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
like some people will like I know people who will just be like, I
all
can't
day,
even
every
listen.
day.
You know, or like it's either all day every day, or I can't listen to it anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
Or in between, you know.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
I watched the movie
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great
Yeah,
film.
everybody came over, but if you think about it, that's all the music that you've been hearing your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get to see the people that actually made that music.
Mm-hmm.
So if I got somebody to come over and I'm like, yo, if this is the group that did this, they be like, what? They don't know.
Yeah.
The We Will Rock You song. Come on, man. That's like
How?
when
How?
It's like I don't even remember the first time I ever heard that. But if you think about like all those songs, Straight Outta Compton, this all the stuff that you grew up with, that you see the group. So if you got somebody that don't know anything about that and you show them that movie, they be locked on it. It's a great movie.
It's a weird combination of merging cinema with music like that. It's
Yeah.
just like brings that whole energy, and anywhere you were listening to it,
At
the
the time,
memories,
period.
like, and then just like. The cinema part of the story aspect of it,
Beautiful.
just learning about
Yes.
the people.
When they hit it
You know,
right.
even if
When they hit it right.
even if
It has to be hit
it can't
right.
it has to be true to really it
Yeah,
has to
yeah.
like effectively dramatize
Yes.
the truth
Yes.
while not like changing shit
At all.
you know,
Yeah,
or
no, that's true.
nothing like
That's true.
too fucking like that
Over
didn't
too
really
high.
happen.
Right, yeah, because.
But sometimes even those you get a good one out of it. Like,
did you like The Dirt?
oh yeah, what was that? Motley Crue. Yeah.
That one, that's.
I came across that with my
Yeah.
family. We were just like through that. I didn't really Netflix
You know what it
like
was?
just we knew what it was. Like we saw that it was for Motley Crue, but we like that was just one of the ones like what are we gonna watch?
You
And
gotta
like
turn it on. Did it
yeah.
surprise you?
yeah, it was actually
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, The Dirt is pretty good, and
I can't believe that's Machine Gun Kelly playing
man, hold on.
playing Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
drummer?
Yeah.
That's Machine Gun Kelly. That's MGK.
Hold on. See what I mean?
I'm telling
See
you.
what I mean? Whoa. Hold
Yeah.
on. Whoa. Now I gotta go back.
And that made me like him
Even
more
more.
too. Like, cause, and then it's funny because he started doing the rock shit too, like, or like
And he
alternative
kinda-
maybe.
He
I don't
kind of like was into that. Like people don't. You go look in
Yeah.
his history before rapping.
Yeah,
Go look in his history before.
makes
that.
sense. There's a few people like that. Even
Yeah.
Post Malone's like that.
Yeah, that's just
He
the
listens.
musical.
He doesn't listen to hip hop. He
It
listens
was.
to.
It's crazy. Like
Yeah.
I looked at his story, but you look up Machine Gun Kelly, he's got like a crazy. Like I don't know how to explain. That's like Tech Nine.
Right.
He got a whole rock album.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I look at him in that group. So for him to cross over,
Anybody merging genres in general. Is
I mean
that's music worth listening to.
Exactly, because they doing it just musical, man, and they know how to switch it. And then you listen to the words. Listen to the words of, the Johnny Cash. Your words to the song.
I was obsessed with one of his songs. I can't remember what it was. Like it I just remember it was in a movie trailer, and then I was like,
He fell in love with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was in one of the X-Men
He got
Wolverine, like,
three
movie
main
trailer.
ones that everybody played. The one I was singing earlier, didn't know the words to.
The one that's like, gonna cut you down. Gonna cut you down.
Hold on, just three main ones. That sound like that would be in the X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta look it up. Hold on. I don't know.
I knew every word to that song at one point, and right now I can't. There's a combination going on here. I can't remember the name of this song or the lyrics, but I know this song.
You gotta hear it. As soon as you hear it, all the words gonna come back to you.
Yeah.
And damn, that was in the X-Men?
It was in a trailer for X-Men. I remember that was a big deal for me as a kid for some reason. Like, trailers had some great, sometimes, just, they would make you get, like, pumped for a movie.
Trailers be better than the movie. Like,
trailers are a problem.
It will
trailers are a fucking
movie.
problem, especially nowadays.
The trailer
They literally,
awesome.
They be giving away every single act and big plot point of the movie.
Whole movie.
In the fucking
and you got the long ones that's about 3 minutes, the whole movie.
I don't watch official trailers anymore. I always tell people this, so that I don't watch official. I watch the teaser, and that's it.
The trailer,
and then maybe after the movie,
the trailers are
because sometimes trailers have scenes that weren't in the movie.
Plus the music.
Yeah, the music.
They'll take it out and they'll put it in there. I never thought about that.
Well, that's like.
Is that normal?
That's 100% normal, but it should be the other. Like that song should be.
In the movie,
you got the rights to do the trailer,
right?
So you have the rights.
Put it in the movie.
Put it in the movie.
I never
sometimes they do that. Very.
I never pay attention to that.
Very rarely.
Everything that's in the trailer should be in the movie.
Should.
Trailers are like.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Studios.
Everything
Networks.
That's in the trailer should be in the movie.
Hey, on the bright side of the movies that are about artists, all the music you hear in the trailer, you know it's in there.
It has to be.
Because it's about them, right? There's no way around that one.
Nah. It comes from, I never thought about it. Now I'm really listening. The trailers are so good.
I want to watch the new Wu-Tang
My friend was telling me about that.
There was a full season out and I didn't even watch it.
I haven't watched
no idea about
any of it. I didn't know they was going to bring season after season back. I didn't know that.
It's actually like got solid reviews and like I'm looking forward to it.
So it's like I thought it was going to be like just a one-off thing everybody doing with all the old groups. I didn't know it was going to be a season.
Oh, you thought it was like about multiple different groups? Or
but nah, like how they doing the all the groups are coming back, like they did a new edition series where it'd be like one would be like 4 series, maybe like an hour long. I didn't know it was gonna be a season
I haven't seen that.
and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the old groups are doing that. But they have a season, it's like season 2. So what was season 1 about?
I don't know, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen none of it.
But it's like it's biographical, so it's like the actors playing them and it's like about their story and everything. Like,
what's a lot of them, so I can see it having seasons.
Yeah, but it's like it would be like having the movie that we're talking about, but it's a TV show, which we don't really see that much.
No,
honestly,
it's a lot of them
where it's like reenacted.
Yeah, and it's really real.
Yeah, so it is that alone has me interested because it would be cool.
How many Wu-Tang members? Like 12? I mean, it's a lot of them.
10.
So I can see it being.
And then they have all their affiliates.
Yeah.
Like Killer Priest was like one who'd always show up and like.
I haven't watched any of them. My friends told me about that, and it's on Hulu. I think it's on Hulu. I don't really watch much of Hulu.
Do you have it?
Yeah. Well, I have.
Well, I got it. You got it.
I have the code to get to it.
Yeah.
But I don't ever really watch like much on Hulu. I'm Amazon Prime.
There's a lot of good stuff on Hulu, honestly.
Yeah, I'm Amazon.
And when I'm rewatching stuff, Hulu has a lot of things on there.
On there? Have you watched, what about The Godfather Harlem?
But that's Epix.
Yeah, doesn't mean you haven't seen it.
No. It's on my list. On my list.
Yeah, that is.
But you know, I've told you, my list is...
Yeah. You got the...
People are constantly like... Because they know... The
Yeah.
problem with me is
Yeah.
people know I'm the movie guy or the TV guy. So a thing is... like it's a thing for me. People like...
Oh, yeah.
Yo, you gotta watch this. Yo, you should watch this.
Yeah.
Yo, I watched this thing. You should watch it.
You put me onto the boys.
You know what you'd like?
Yeah. This is you. When this came on, I definitely thought about you.
Yeah.
Now, the boys is up there. So I super trust you. I watched that like 3 times. Because everybody come over here,
you said you rewatched?
Yeah, man.
Rewatching? Season 3 is coming. We still don't have a date. I mean, I've been waiting for this for...
The Boys is awesome. Like, that is... The Boys is... I mean, that's way up there. I still haven't watched Loki yet. I still haven't watched that.
Yeah, that's Disney Plus. Do you have Disney Plus?
I got access to it. I don't know.
Everybody's got access to everything.
Right. I wrote it. I got access to all of them. It's just so much TV to watch.
And I've been telling my family to watch The Boys, but I don't think they realize, and not, I know some of them, it ain't their style at all. You just know certain people in your, like, that you're close to, that it's like you want them to be into this, but some people just, their taste, like, it doesn't matter how good this is to them. Like, I know people who still haven't watched Game of Thrones and probably never will, because it's not their... It's just they just won't.
Some things are just so good though, dude.
I know, but some people I've given up on. Like, I'll mention it to them, and that's it. I'm not going to keep pushing.
Keep on.
But some people I know need to watch this, and you think that I'm just telling you need to watch this. You are not. We're not speaking the same language with me. If you're not watching this show,
watch this. I don't care. Watch it. I wasn't in the Game of Thrones. And then I start watching it.
Yeah.
Now I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Now I'm hooked.
The Game of Thrones, the genre threw a lot of people.
I think stuff is just so good. If you watch TV and film, you're going to like it regardless. The Boys, like, if you see the people that I got here watching that, like, this is a group of, everybody watches different stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just a good show.
And you turn everybody on.
I watched 3 times. These all
which means I turned...
That's what I'm saying, right. This is all...
I turned everybody...
Yeah, to the Boys. Everybody here like, you watch the Boys, you watch the Boys? Yeah, so some stuff is just good. And I think that's one of them shows. Because I was not in the Game of Thrones.
I mean, the amount of people... Once I got turned on to that, and I turned, so many people on to that.
It was like...
I'm going to cycle our news in, too.
Let's get into it.
Like, we're talking about shows. We got the new Dexter. You see that?
Dexter? Nah.
Have you seen you never saw the first?
I watched Dexter. Yeah. I used to watch that. My sister turned me on the Dexter.
The problem with Dexter is that after season 4, it went like, kind of like this.
I felt... I probably got
and some
season 3, I think.
Yeah, see, some people, a lot of people...
I think that's when I like...
Dip out even before that.
Season 3, I kind of feel like everything, it was repetitive, like...
And I get it. I feel like that's the kind of show... I get people falling out of love with that show. There's a thing about that show. Season 4 is, like, the best season. So people who don't get to at least that... Like, I urge everyone to at least go that far. Because it'll at least make you want to watch the next season, which is...
I feel like I'll be watching the same show over and over and over. Almost like, Lucifer.
Okay.
You watch that?
No.
Same thing.
It's Idris Elba,
it's
right?
like, it turns into a...
Oh, no, that's Luther. What am I thinking of? Luther. With
No,
Idris Elba?
No,
Lucifer is oh shit, that's the devil one with the... okay. I haven't seen it, but yeah. All right.
It's just... Same type of thing. Same type of thing. Just, but after a while, it just becomes like the same show, man.
It's a problem with like a lot of mediocre television is that they all have this engine that they run on.
Right.
It's like they have all these things that they have to hit, you know,
Okay.
like certain patterns they have to kind of do. It's very like network, old school procedural kind of, like Law and Order, like those kind of.
I love Law and Order.
I know, but it's repetitive.
But you can't have like
right.
These shows can be like Law and Order.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting. We're segueing into there.
Right.
That's the thing. That when it's supposed to be quality drama, it's supposed to be. You have to adapt. That you have to change. That you got to take risks and just keep kind of like. You can have your formula, but you gotta like
something.
And some shows just don't do it when they're supposed to. Other shows do it beautifully. Game of Thrones, all the masterpieces that we've seen.
That's why they're masterpieces.
And we are in agreement on like the top. Like, because most people are probably in agreement on what the top like 7 are. It's always the same ones.
Same. I feel like I'm watching the same
and
show
like,
every show.
Walking Dead was one that always.
I tapped out.
Yep.
I skipped.
That was the one that just got way too long, too repetitive, too slow, pacing problems.
I skipped.
Structural problems. The episodes where you just spend one episode with
on this one person,
and then you're like, where's Rick and Daryl and like Michonne and. I haven't seen them in 5 weeks.
I probably missed.
You know?
Hey, I probably missed at least a whole season of Walking Dead from skipping it.
Yeah.
From skipping it.
And their final season is just out now.
So,
isn't that crazy?
So I quit.
Think about when you got out of that.
I quit. I don't even know where I am right now.
Yeah.
I quit. Walking Dead. What's another one that's like it's the same episode over and over again. So I'll just skip it, man, and I'll go all the way over to the end, and I just gotta skip. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like they pick the boring character, and they'll have a whole episode on that. It's a filler.
Always.
So I'm out. So like I gotta get to Lucifer's like that. Have you ever watched Nurse Jackie? I think that's what it is. It's kind of like
with Edie Falco, right?
Yeah, that's kind of like almost a Dexter type thing. I think
it probably took a turn into procedural. I could see that with that. It's like a nurse kind of hospital setting.
Well, more
right?
After a while, what else?
Gotta
can you
be
do
careful.
Because it's like that's kind of I look at that and Dexter is like the same.
You put them in the same ballpark.
No, Nurse Jackie's kind of just after a while.
Because what happened is Dexter is coming out with a final season, kind of like like a new a limited series season where it's not. It's like years later, like a sequel season.
Okay.
So like it ended, and that was a while ago.
Right.
They're doing a new season where he's like they continue a little bit more. It's like a new. That does come out November 7th for anyone who cares. The trailer's out. Go check it out.
Whatever's in the trailer might not be on the show.
The trailer might be the whole show.
Might not be
so
in the trailer.
you could go.
Either
could
way.
go and watch the trailer, and you might be good. You don't have to watch the show.
You watch it, and you say it's good, I'll trust you. I'm not going in first.
No.
I'm not.
And we had the Hawkeye trailer too.
Yeah.
Which you said you didn't see.
I didn't see that.
But that is like so if you're gonna catch up on Disney Plus and any of those, like Loki, Hawkeye's another good one.
So should I go ahead and go into Loki?
Yeah, Loki's.
Because you gave me both of the boys and Loki, and then with the boys like, no, watch this one first.
But Loki is.
It's good. Loki is good. Loki is good.
It's my favorite joke to do with that show. I do it all the time with that show. Loki's pretty good.
Alright. And how that's hilarious. Hey, that's what I said about the song. It's a song about Murray. This dude named Murray got a song called Loki.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why I'm like to push this button.
Yeah.
Every time I was watching the episode, he kept doing the joke. I was like, oh, if he could just push this button. But dude be like, Loki, that would be hilarious. Because I got that joke.
And then I'd be demonetized.
Yeah, or either way.
Demonetized.
Yeah. Either way.
I don't know. Maybe.
Real figure.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. We slide about this one.
And then, so Batman's got a Penguin series coming out.
I'll check that out.
on HBO.
I'll check that out. So who's playing?
Colin Farrell. And because it's a spin-off of the movie that's coming out, so there's a new Batman movie coming out next year.
I love Batman.
And I think I feel like anyone who has a problem with like seeing another Batman, I think it's been long enough now.
It's been way
10
past,
years.
dude.
Think about
Way
it. 9
past,
years.
dude. Like
Since we had a no, you know what though? I'm sorry.
I wouldn't know you got
Ben Affleck's Batman was 2017 the last time we saw him. So I take that back. But I would like to think we don't like to think of him as much because his Batman was not. You know, I'm thinking of Christian Bale and The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight was probably oh my god, bro.
Let's see how this one is. Robert Pattinson is playing Batman. Let's see how he does. But Colin Farrell, seriously, the picture, I'll throw it up. I mean, these have been out, but like I'll throw it up anyway. Like
the Penguin,
he's unrecognizable, Colin Farrell.
Okay.
Like you can't even tell it's Colin Farrell.
It's hard to follow the Penguin, man.
You're talking about what? The Penguin?
Yeah,
like
when
Danny
that Batman,
DeVito?
oh my god, man. Like, hey man, we just talked about that the other day. Remember when he was like having the whole talk with him? Like, yo, hey, we going out. Y'all gonna blow yourself up.
You can't deny how great those two Batman movies were.
Yeah, he was like, we going out.
You just can't.
Y'all about to kill yourself, but we good. Some gonna make it, some not. Go look at that part of the episode.
Yeah.
And he put the little bombs on them when they shooting up. And he's like out there talking to him. We watched that the other day. We was just talking about that. Well, maybe that's why they came up. About new Batman. Because we was talking about that part. We was talking to them like, some of y'all not going to make it. Some of y'all are, some of y'all not.
The Riddler's in this one, too.
Who's playing the Riddler? That's another one, man.
I think Paul Dano.
That's another one. The Riddler, man. That's another one.
But that one we haven't had a really great iteration of. Jim Carrey was fine, but like...
That was the only time that I think that I ever saw him.
Feel like... Yeah, unless you watch this 1960s series.
I mean, yeah, that's the... Bang!
Pow!
Pow! And this is Robin. Holy birthday, kids, man. Yeah,
and old school.
It's hard. Holy birthday cakes, Batman. Hilarious. Bang. Pow.
One of the films we'll be talking about today is Shang-Chi. We'll get into that in a second. We'll finish up the news here a little bit. Obviously, I've been gone for a while, right? I took many weeks off. There's not a whole lot that I need to talk about that came out 5 fucking weeks ago. Because now it's old news, you know?
Yeah.
So, for this case, I think it's interesting just to mention how great it is that Shang-Chi did as good as it did at the box office.
Did you go see?
Especially considering the pandemic and everything.
Yeah.
It got like 120 million in the first weekend or something. I think it broke the Labor Day regular record, not even just COVID.
What was the regular record?
I don't know, but I think they even just beat that, maybe.
We gotta see what that is. I didn't know it was a Labor Day record.
There's a record for everything.
Everything. It's a record for everything. What was the record?
There's a record.
There's a record for everything. There's a record for how much
somewhere,
Purell.
some guy
Somebody
with a little
put
computer
on their
that is just
in this last day.
is going away at record of everything.
I know in sports.
How many shits a day were taken? Somebody recorded it.
And the Guinness.
It's a record.
It's a. Hey, you look so serious. It's a record for everything. Like that was genuine. But
it's true. It's
true.
It's true.
What is the Labor Day record for that movie? Like what movie?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't pull that stat up. Yeah. You're putting me on the spot.
Nah, that's hilarious. That was genuine. You said it's a record for everything. It's true.
It's am I right? Tell me.
Then everybody's ready to get out, and everybody getting out too. So I think anything that's coming out right now that's in the big, everybody's going. They don't care what it is.
The bigger things that we saw were the last couple of things that we saw was Michael, obviously, rest in peace. Michael K. Williams passed away.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace. And 54 years old. Like, it's just like it's
that's one
insane.
of my favorite actors ever. On The Wire. What?
Just on The Wire alone.
Man.
You could be like, wow.
I couldn't. You know how you get all the texts or whatever, right? You see the news coming in, we gotta go check. Because you don't know.
Yeah.
I went to check, and then I checked like 2 or 3 times. I didn't believe it.
Yeah, that's how I reacted when Chadwick Boseman died.
Yeah.
I was just at like a gathering of people, and someone like just like came over and was like, "Yo, Black Panther died," and I was like,
"Yeah, dude, you drunk, right?"
No, I go to like where I go to make sure and I wasn't seeing it, and I was like, "That's not." And the kid who said it to, like, I'm like,
you ain't trust him.
But then I was like, obviously, blown. It's like,
and that's oh my God, and the other 3 people from what they like passed for, that is like a thing now, dude. But that with the whole fentanyl thing, like that is like a thing. That shit's in everything.
Everything.
Like
it's crazy that still happens. You know, like
now is blowing my mind now.
That's how it got a lot of people for years. You know, like even like
this is not no new shit.
No way. Like I even think like back some of the rock stars back in the day, drug overdoses you'd hear about, fucking all fentanyl.
Okay. See, I'm thinking about, maybe I'm thinking about something that was called something else. Because I'm going all the way, matter of fact, Breaking Bad.
Right.
When they were stealing the barrels.
Oh, what?
Remember they had to steal the black barrels to get the stuff to cut it.
Oh.
What is that? That's what I'm used to, whatever name that is. It's not called fentanyl. It's called something else.
Oh,
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you're talking about the.
But you remember the part I'm talking about where they had to like literally steal the barrels to mix whatever to cut it.
Yeah, you're talking about when they like broke into that shit. Like, yeah, they were trying to make pure fucking.
Yeah, but they needed that
meth
to cut it. I'm used to whatever that is.
Why am I blanking on that?
It'd be best self-defense.
But that.
No, let me go back and watch that. That's what that is. In my head,
my God.
Hey, audience, everybody gonna say something about it.
That's a fucking rap if that's.
That's gonna be real fucked up. That's what that is. But
no, and that's different too. I don't think that they were using that to cut though. They were using. That's just one of the ingredients to make the meth.
Where I'm from, no. That's what I knew exactly what that was when they was going to get it.
No
shit. They
shit.
cut everything with that where I'm from. Yes.
No shit.
Nah, they use that to cut. I don't know about making that.
Take your word for it.
That.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say that, but that. That's what they was going to do that for. But where I'm from, they was everything with that. Because it's not like I don't want to say laxative. I don't want to say that. But when you do certain drugs, that's what make you have to go shit or throw up, is that. So when they went to steal that, I know specifically what they was going to get that for. This is all messed up, man. Like, yeah. Had a past life, don't worry about it. Y'all do. Just was in the office, I keep seeing heroin. And then when I talk to somebody else, everybody be like, nah, that person was doing coke.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like they get in, they cut it with it, and you know why? Because fentanyl it's like a purer form, like a stronger, like in the same family as heroin. That's what it is. And people cutting it with coke, and people doing it, and it's just like it's too much. It's just done
So is it people that only do fentanyl by itself?
No, it's nothing like that. No. Fentanyl is like any other like drug that like doctors maybe use like in hospitals for like
what?
Like sedative maybe, like certain like or pain. They use it, like it's been used, but then of course it's abused.
Of course, like everything else.
Everything. So that's people cutting
I'm like,
that.
So I done been around drugs my whole life. This shit is some new stuff that like.
It's
I don't
scary.
even know what to say, dude. Like,
It's very scary. It's sad that it happens
and maybe it's
to people like
here
Michael
too.
K. or those comedians who died recently. Like,
when you up there, don't you agree that you should be getting top of the best?
yeah, and that's what's so mind-boggling to people right now.
That's so scary. Who are you getting your shit from?
Is it the dealer's fault, or is it who he's getting it from? Like, who, you know?
They going after I seen the one about the comics. I seen that they was literally trying to find who gave them their shit.
Okay.
Like, for sure.
Okay.
But when you get up to the Michael K., who are you getting your shit from?
It's not so much who he's getting it from. You know, it's who the dealer's getting it from.
Either way,
you know,
he's a millionaire, dude.
That's what's so scary about it for people. It's just like it's not.
Flight. His guy. I always had to call his guy. His guy he took pride in his drugs, man. That's the kind of guy I see going to Michael K.
I think
maybe. We talking about this?
I don't know.
Somebody should know, right?
Yeah.
If I'm rich.
No, it's not fucked up to question that. I just don't know that I don't know that it's probably that he has that guy. He trusts that guy.
Okay.
That guy gets fucked over by whoever he's getting it from. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not quite like it's...
But that guy should be trying it before it gets to Michael K.
That's exactly
the tester,
right.
Man.
That is true.
Right?
You have to make sure that what you're giving is exactly.
No,
100%. That's the whole thing here, and that's
scary.
That's exactly what's been like debated. Is that it needs to not be getting out there like that. It can't happen. It just can't happen. Like the fact that these two things happened so closely, it's like
one's been the same week.
It's like that was a big deal, a big story for people.
That's what I know. I guess the
what are we doing about it?
Comedy people was in the same group.
Yeah.
Okay, so they all was together when that shit happened. Okay, see, I totally blew that out. I thought it was 3 different, total of 4 different instances. Different. Like my brain was. Bro,
then forget it. Like we have an epidemic or something on our hands here. We might still have an epidemic with this shit.
One doesn't move over to weed.
I know. That's scary.
That's my question.
I wouldn't worry about weed as much as it's getting
Everybody anything about weed.
Quite normalized.
When they say anything about
these days.
Like, whoa. It's not happening, bro.
Well, think about how in this state you can go into a store. They're not gonna cut. It's.
I don't know, man. This
nobody's. It wouldn't benefit the business of people to. Nobody's doing it to like get more customers.
That is why they're doing it.
That's not why they're doing it. The customers are dying from it.
I swear, I had the same exact conversation 2 or 3 times in this building.
And you think?
I know that's why.
It just doesn't seem logical business-wise.
It doesn't, but it does. Okay, I'm gonna give you
because it's stronger.
Exactly.
And so people get more hooked to it.
I've had
this
happen to me.
It's a good point.
Like literally.
But in this case, these deaths, it's not like they're fentanyl addicts. You know.
I mean, but you
it's in the coke they're doing.
But it's super. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not getting something from nobody that they didn't test it before they give it to me. That's how I got in my situation I'm telling you I know about.
Well, that is the smart thing to do for anybody.
This is Michael K. I can't believe that. And then the news thing that I watched, that I seen, they was like he's in this luxury penthouse and wherever he stay at, and the nice. And I didn't know, like, I didn't know these people do drugs. I know they do drugs.
Right.
But I was trying to find because Def said heroin.
Yeah, and it's
confused.
I told you
but
the
other
whole
stuff
thing.
so I don't know.
The whole fentanyl being a in that.
It's scary, dude.
It's scary. It's sad, and Michael K. Williams, The Wire,
Rest in peace, man.
Boardwalk
That's one of my
Empire,
favorite actors, man. Brooklyn's Finest.
Brooklyn's Finest. Yeah, Brooklyn's Finest. He's in that
Brooklyn's
with
Finest.
Don Cheadle.
You ain't no cop, man. You ain't
Oh
no
yeah,
cop.
that's right.
Just watched the other day.
Quite a career, quite a talent, quite an artist.
Oh my God, love
Rest
you,
in
man.
peace.
Rest in peace. And rest in peace to the other ones too, man.
Comedians,
Man.
loss.
And what else? What else? In the, I guess we had an earthquake today.
Yeah,
What,
that earthquake
yesterday?
shit. But I guess we'll move on to our first film of the episode.
Let's go.
I know you got questions about Shang-Chi because it's the
I
only
do,
one.
I'm super
It's the only one you
interested.
couldn't see.
Yeah.
Couldn't get around to that one.
I
That's why we'll save it for last.
Okay, because I got.
Because it's
a
also
lot of
it was
questions.
my favorite of the three.
Okay, I can see that. I can
Reminiscence,
definitely see that.
worst of the three.
Yeah, I can see a genre of people that really would dig it though.
Yeah, it's not that I think it's terrible.
Right. It's just.
It's
I mean, you gave me like
It kind of.
2 bangers. That's why I text you.
Well, yeah,
That's why
I didn't help you at all by
why I
by
text
having
you.
you like
Yeah,
Suicide Squad,
Suicide-
Shang-Chi,
Yeah.
and then Reminiscence. I had to like break it down that it's like for Chase here,
Yeah.
it's whatever's recent,
Yeah.
whatever's
And
current.
then I got it after I watched it, because I immediately when I was watching this, I watched the trailer and I thought, okay.
And you can get used to me doing 3 movies an episode now.
Well,
I'm doing every
how
3
many
that I
you
see.
normally do?
1. Now I'll do 3.
Okay, because I seen you do.
I've done low key.
Okay.
Like, right, I did the TV recaps and then 1. That was a different format. I'm always changing the fucking format up. It's all over the place.
Yeah, so.
It's a fucking shambles. I'm in complete disarray here.
As long as you get it out. Like, as long as you get some.
Yeah.
Low key, people
Content
watch it.
creator over here, you know.
They'll watch it. It's
Writer
consistency.
first, content creator. Whatever
When was
it
your
is.
last episode?
When did I do my last episode?
Yeah.
Before I left. So that was like already like 4 or 5 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
4 weeks ago.
Yeah, you
I took a little
around.
break.
Yeah, it's number 66, man.
Yeah.
Like you were pumping them out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It
When
was.
I went
It
to
was.
watch-
It was. Oh yeah.
When I see the number, I was like, oh,
it was a
shit.
big time COVID thing that like
Yeah, you was
that and when COVID was happening, it was like
Really was
it was a
going in,
job.
Is that when you started?
That's when I started. During like when I moved here, I was gonna do it anyway. I didn't know COVID was coming. I was gonna do it
Yeah,
anyway.
okay, so you already bumped up.
But what happened was I kept doing the COVID format even after I got another
I see
job.
what you're saying,
I'm doing
yeah.
my writing.
I see what you're
I'm
saying.
socializing.
Yeah.
I got no time.
Yeah.
I was exhausted.
Build
I was
up, man.
exhausted and stressed, and I was fucking for my mental health.
Yeah.
It was fucking just not
It builds up.
that and work and everything. I just 3 movies, 3 movies,
Three.
an episode.
An episode.
Enjoy.
Yeah. No promises.
No,
No promises.
no promises,
No
no
promises.
gifts,
No nothing.
no tests.
Yeah, I like how low key. Yeah, I like how you do it though.
Yeah, it's
You
fun.
know what I mean? Right.
I was excited to do this
Yeah,
one
yeah,
because it's
yeah,
been a
yeah,
while. Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
realized, like if I just take a couple, maybe do it every 2 weeks, whatever it is. Like
Yeah,
just
as long as
less,
you get
a little
enough.
less.
Yeah, but your Instagram is
The
popping,
Instagram, I
though.
keep
Like,
that going
Yeah.
because
When I went to that, I was like, oh shit, I'm on a real okay.
yeah,
I had to get
it's fun.
serious.
It's
I'm
fun
like,
to do that. To,
Yeah. And
Easy
it's
enough
fast.
to
I
do
was
it.
about to say fast.
Exactly.
All right, 1 minute, 30 seconds on
Exactly.
Instagram.
I mean,
out of
and
there.
I get that's why I get why most people who are like, I'm gonna go be this guy.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do
Yeah,
Instagram,
yeah, yeah.
and that's all they do, and it's like,
I'm
oh,
on
it's so
YouTube.
easy.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube
No
Shorts.
shit.
I'm on YouTube
So
Shorts. Killing
so
it.
easy.
I can
We're
put
over
about
here making
30
YouTube
videos.
videos and Apple Podcasts, and now I'm writing fucking feature screenplays and shit. What do you think this is?
This is the first real show I'm on. I'm on YouTube Shorts. Okay? Bong, 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 bong. This is a real fucking show.
We're the two sides of a very interesting coin.
I would have 15 shorts done by all out, edited, baby. Charlie Wood shorts.
But those are the short videos are those. I mean that's
super
it's
fast,
gold,
man. I mean,
you know, it's also so like
fast.
reels and anything you can just kind of like.
Dude, I pump them out so fast. But if you bring, I was already on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
Are you on there over there? I'm already on TikTok.
I've been wanting to add that into this, but it's another thing that just me is doing.
And you're already on YouTube, so like.
Let's put it that way.
Yes. So.
For now.
YouTube Shorts.
For now, this is fun, so I do it. But I don't need to do it for anybody.
That's the good part about
except me. So I'm gonna do it my way.
Yes.
That's most
for you.
Comfortable for me.
That's the fun part.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to like do it anytime. Yeah. You can do whatever. 3 whatever. But I did see you was on number 66. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I gotta do my homework.
Here we are, and 66 is flying by. We're an hour in.
And what about
Reminiscence. So, my biggest takeaway, your biggest takeaway, and then we'll move on to Suicide Squad. You want to go first?
I didn't know. I had to come back, and I was watching it earlier. And like
Westworld co-creator
yes.
did the film.
Whoa.
I know that's when you said
the girl.
Yeah. This is Thandi Newton's in it. Yeah, there's a couple people in there
from
Westworld.
Okay.
Or maybe just her, but yeah, that was a big because she's a big character in Westworld. Her character.
She is. Yeah. Show the boobs. Yeah. I think so. I think they did. Yeah.
Well, the whole robot, being persecuted thing.
Robot boobies.
And taken advantage of thing. There were some boobies in that.
Yeah, with one of my other favorite actors. From Shaft. The guy to be sticking himself with the knife on Shaft. Remember Shaft killed his brother?
Oh, is that?
The doctor on Westworld. What is his name? 50 Cent is doing
The doctor?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
or whoever we played on Westworld.
Are you talking about
whatever guy that got to play with her?
Bernard, the character Bernard?
I don't know his name.
You don't know.
It's the doctor. He got to play with her boobies. It was the doctor when she first came back.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No,
I remember Shaft.
I do, but
Samuel, but 50 Cent doing the thing when the guy get out of jail, he plays him. Whoa, have you checked that?
No.
What else?
It's the cast is great. I mean, even Anthony Hopkins is in it.
Yes.
I'm just not remembering that character. He might have been a lower level character. No?
In Westworld, it's like the main. I don't know if
yeah, that's Bernard you're talking about. We've talked about this before.
I love it.
But I can't. God damn it! This dude. I can't remember anything that I normally would remember.
Names with me with
it's
actors. Names with me with actors. I don't know.
What the fuck, dude?
No.
Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright.
I'm looking at me and ask me right.
Jeffrey Wright.
Cause I don't know, like.
Let's move on from.
Yeah. That guy, like, I love the acting in that. She's a great actor, and I had to go back to notice her right. This like
first thing I saw her in was Mission Impossible 2, way back in like.
I don't even remember.
The second one, she's the love interest to Tom Cruise in that one. That's the one where he had the long hair and they have that big bike. The whole bike scene, and she's sick and he's he's got to get to her in time because she's sick.
Okay.
That's her. That's Thandie Newton.
Wow. Okay.
I think it's pronounced Thwandi now. She like changed it to her actual name or something.
They always do that when you start making more money. What is that about? I mean, damn, that did.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Because that bike scene there is sick. Don't he like dodge bullets or some shit with the bike?
They just have like a whole
Remember
like
the
with
trailer?
2 bikes kind of like come.
Remember that? Go look at the trailer of that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Got the whole movie right there.
You got me going back. Okay, never mind. I'll take
But-
that what I said earlier about her.
But I didn't feel that whole dynamic between the 2 characters, Hugh Jackman's character, her character in the movie. I didn't feel it enough. I didn't feel that. I didn't understand why we had to go the extra mile at the end of the movie. Give us him old. Give us him in the.
That's what I mean about her acting.
It turned corny, cheesy, like lovey.
I didn't know where I was going with
him and her on the roof at the. I don't know. It's just like.
Text you, and I was like, "Where is he going with this?" That's why I text you that. That's why I was like, "Hey, bro, like, where?" Because we went from Suicide Squad, and I put that on, and I rewatched it today. But when I went back and rewatched it, but like my sister would love that.
It's all taste.
Yeah.
It's all everybody's taste.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Everybody's got taste.
I didn't see where he was going with that. I totally didn't. I even watched the day before you came. And I started understanding it like a little more.
It was just
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's like a backstory on it. Or is this just a movie that they just threw out?
Yeah.
Or is this, I don't know if there's a backstory on there or not.
I mean, Hugh Jackman, who played Wolverine, he's a great actor. Westworld co-creator. Thandie Newton's good. It's the concept is. I did feel like if this came out before Inception, too, maybe even helped a little bit. Not that they were that much similar, because they weren't. But that whole idea of like. I feel like they wanted to take that concept of the idea. They wanted to take that idea of the main character embracing the illusionary world, this surrealism, this whole surrealistic approach.
So
they wanted to actually do that here, and they did. At the end, he's in the machine, and he's with her, and he's living his life with her. But it's not real. So they wanted to take that whole idea and actually use it. But it's not that I think that, look, I think it's Lisa Joy, if I'm not mistaken. She's very good. Westworld's very good. But it's just, and I'm not saying she did that because of Inception or anything like that. I'm just saying that they did that, which is an idea that is present in Inception the whole time you're watching it. You're like, is he going to like, is he even in the real world at the end? And that whole toppling of the thing at the very last shot is to like leave you with that idea. It's like, is he actually back with his kids, or is it a fucking dream? Like,
if you would explain what you just explained to me now I have to go back and rewatch it because.
But Reminiscence doesn't nail that on the head. They just give that to you. They just, he's old and he's living with her in a fake world. He chose her over a real life. He went with, and it's all present throughout the film. They hit it like with the themes are that like he's always saying the voiceover too. He's always saying like he's talking about like life is really just memories. Right. And then that's the end of the movie. I mean, like, he's living in the past, and that's it.
If you would explain that,
I like that idea. It just wasn't executed exactly the way I would have liked.
I was lost. The whole movie, I didn't get it. That's why I was rewatching it today.
You know what it is? It's the way they first introduce their little structural thing they do.
But it's
they start the movie,
I'm about to tell you,
and then when he comes out of the he comes out for the first time of the machine, like at a very odd kind of abrupt time,
of the whole,
and you're like, we were seeing this moment the whole time.
I was lost.
in the beginning, right away, they did that. So I understand why people would be confused there.
I came back and wanted to rewatch it, so I really understand and know that I wasn't tripping. But from the beginning of that movie, I wasn't understanding what was going on. Like, I was getting lost in the sauce. And then I'm like, a lot of times I'm trying to think of a movie that they'll just throw up. And I'm trying to think of something. They do this with a lot of action movies. They'll put a lot of action in the movie, and the movie
I hate
makes no sense.
It's just too much. It's a CGI fest.
Yes.
I call those.
And that's crazy because that's what a lot of the people was talking about. Suicide Squad. We'll get to that.
Well, there's a segue. We could segue over.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Suicide Squad.
All my friends felt that.
This whole thing you're telling me about this one friend, right? You said that she thought, or was it your sister?
Nah, it's my friend. She met.
Kayla?
Nah.
Or
other cat.
Free?
Yeah.
Okay, she thought.
Yeah.
Oh.
First was better.
No, I just don't see that.
And then
And I thought about it again, too. And
I had another friend. Who else told me that? At least three people told me that. To go watch the first one. They all said they feel like how I'm saying about action. This up there, but it's no point. I was watching
suicide.
Shit like, whoa, shit, whoa.
This Suicide Squad has an energy to it.
I was in
the characters are way more fun. Just way more like. There's a wild. James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy, did that. Okay.
Which is dope.
He's like the only one who really crosses over to both Marvel, DC. Like.
Who did the first one?
David Ayer.
What did he do? This is an Ayer. What David Ayer?
David Ayer, like Ayer. Ayer.
So is that one like?
I know one of his movies, but I'm blanking on it. The point is, a big thing with this too, with Suicide Squad, is that remember when the Justice League came out?
Right.
Big problem. It was like Zack Snyder couldn't finish the movie because tragic loss of his daughter. He had to leave. They brought in another director. Director butchered it. Yeah, director butchered it. Came out not good. Then the director's cut, Snyder's version, came out recently last year.
Okay.
Better.
All right.
So a big thing for David Ayer has been like him saying, they did the same thing to me with Suicide Squad. Okay. Where's my cut? Okay. I want my cut of. You guys haven't seen my movie.
My mother, okay. And the first one.
But neither have your friends. So.
Mic drop, baby.
So, I'm sorry, but I fall on the other side of this, okay? This one.
Hey, let's go, brother.
This one has depth. The characters have depth. There's a moral argument at the center of it. You have two characters they focus on. You have Idris Elba's Bloodsport, and you have John Cena's Peacemaker. They are so close to being the same person. What separates them is their morals, and it literally builds to that moment. Peacemaker becomes he's a complete fucking cock, right? As they would say in Boston, cock. And then Idris Elba is obviously the righteous man, does the right thing.
I love it.
And that moment is what you're waiting for. You're rooting for him. They give you a reason to root for him. His whole daughter, the whole thing with his daughter, everything.
And
like
he's a. Which side are you gonna fucking choose to do what you gotta do? And break off the other characters, because my daughters love Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn is just like, and then Harley Quinn is that. She's a character we've been seeing for a while too, because she's been in a lot of movies. So her arc is interesting because she actually has one. Which she's been given a pretty they've done a good job with her
she's been last 3 movies.
And that's good because in the comics too it kind of happens a little bit like that. Like she is very much just obsessed with Joker, so she's bad.
She's crazy.
But when she's not with him, she starts to there's a turning point for her, and that kind of happens where she's still crazy.
I'm about to say she's more fucked up than what she's fucked up when she's not with him.
She's less fucked up.
Oh, okay.
when she's not with him. She's not that she's less fucked up. She has more of a moral compass.
Okay.
She's just a little bit more like aware of what she's making better decisions. Let's put it that way. As best as Harley Quinn can make good decisions.
Cause she say like she just go through life just
doing
accidentally stuff, but
does
blow up the whole world.
she does whatever she's not gonna. It's not even about that. It's that she's her own person when she's not with Joker.
Okay.
She's an empowered person. She's her own. She makes her like she's just. You know. So I feel that energy every time, and Margot Robbie is great. Plays her so good.
I got action. I was excited.
And the action's on point.
Yeah, I was excited.
The starfish, maybe we could have done without.
I was excited. I was excited. Everybody said this in like 3 videos, like, nah, the first one better.
I'm not seeing it.
So I gotta go see the first one.
The first one is a CGI fest with no real depth or stakes, and then the stakes turn into the same thing they always turn into. I'm sorry, not no stakes. The stakes are too high, as they always are. So like it becomes end of the world again.
Right.
It's always end of the fucking world. Not that this wasn't.
Right.
But the almost laughable element to it is how James Gunn creatively like plays with that whole thing.
Is it bad?
No, it's not. It's that it's so It's so ridiculous to think that a starfish, this giant fucking starfish, is gonna destroy the world.
Okay, I know what kind of movie this is.
I couldn't help but laugh at this starfish thing.
Check this out.
I can't help it.
No, I felt like that about Black Noir. With the fucking peanut allergy.
Black Noir.
The Boys.
Oh wait, hold on now. I'm not caught up.
Where you at?
I'm in the middle of season 2.
Where? Or like
season 2, episode 4 or 5 maybe. So I don't know about this thing.
4 or 5. You don't like
We can't, just for the sake of me, we can't with the boys.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we can't yet.
I thought you had told. So I watched that before
No, but you see what I always
times?
I recommend shit to people, and
You
I'm not
watch
done with it.
good
But
shit,
you know
man.
why? Because, like I told you, my list
Yeah.
also means that I watch like at least 7 shows at the same time.
God.
So and I only get to fit in like an hour if I'm lucky at the end of the day. So it takes me a long time.
I had to watch that. I stopped everything and watched it.
But I'm watching shows that I'm hooked on all of them.
Yeah.
So it's no problem for me. It's like I love when
I was about to say
it's like this episode of this again. Oh shit.
Every
Where
day
were we?
is
Oh
brand
shit.
new.
Okay, yeah. And then we're on this one again. Oh, that was fucking.
Yeah,
It's kind of
I
like
need to
watching
do
it
that.
like it's kind of like when it was just cable in the world.
Yeah. So you watching your own shit.
I like, but I'm the network.
Yes. 7 different fucking Hulu, Amazon.
I'm the network.
Whatever. I watch what I want.
Exactly.
You on that.
It's a,
Yeah.
exactly.
I just gotta find. Well, I guess I do got 7 shows to watch. I just gotta pick them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching like I've been on like Tubi. You ever watch? You ever on Tubi? Damn, everybody look at me like that.
I don't even know what the
Plays
fuck you
all
just said to me. Is that a word?
You said what you call me? It's literally Tubi.
Tubi? Wait, what did you call me? What did he call me?
Got all the old movies on there.
Oh, I might have heard of that.
And play.
I might have heard of that.
It used to be like, I would call it like the new YouTube, but now it's like structured now, where they got all old movies on there.
Okay.
And it'll just run and play.
I gotta get on that.
So I just been letting that just run, and the stuff that just randomly comes on will like trip you out, like Candyman. Randomly came on
The classic.
Yeah, but I mean, now while I'm asleep. I'm literally laying down, so it'll go from Top Gun to Candyman. Swear, hey.
That's a bad segue.
In my mind, all I'm hearing is the little story before you talk about the story when it first come on. And I'm asleep. Yeah, and this pops on about 3:30 in the morning. Candyman.
Can't have it.
That's when you gotta find the remote, man.
You can't have it.
Candyman.
Any other time will do.
I don't fuck with Candyman, man.
Honestly though, no time will do.
Yeah, exactly. With the Candyman.
With
Candyman, hey dude,
don't fuck with the Candyman.
I don't fuck with Candyman.
If any man can though.
The Candyman
can.
Man, I don't fuck with that. I don't know what he said at the beginning with that voice.
Hey, you ever have any trouble sleeping at night? Well, if any man can.
Candyman. Yeah, you'll wake up. So it'll play random shit. All good shit though. And it'll play just like all the movies that you forget about in life, and it'll come on. Yeah, so it's like super structured.
That's kind of like how Hallmark used to do things, right? They would play, or not Hallmark.
I hate that fucking sound.
Not Hallmark, sorry. AMC used to play all the oldies, and what was the other one? I'm thinking back to like. It's funny when I talk about network. I talk about it like it's an old thing. It still exists. Cable still exists. I just don't use it anymore.
I mean,
do you use it?
Who you? When the last time you been somewhere they had cable?
Well, my parents have cable.
And
they shouldn't. It's a total ripoff.
Watch like 2 channels.
That's like, maybe 5, but it's like maybe 5.
1,500 channels, and like 1,300 of them is golf.
Yeah. No, it's just a ripoff with the pricing on it. It's a lot of money, you know.
And I was paying $140 for cable per night.
I mean, I guess when you add up all the shit you would buy streaming,
it's not worth it, bro.
Streaming shit adds up too, but I still don't think it adds up that much. I'm not getting that high.
$5.99, $7.99.
I'll pass on that joint. I'm not getting that high.
$140. $140.
That's just, yeah. My mom's is even higher though.
Oh, what do they have?
Because they got like the package shit, and then they fuck you over with like the internet,
the phone.
Who uses a house phone anymore? Don't get me started on the house phone.
That's what that green cord over there is for.
Fucking house phone.
It's the
my
phone,
house.
But they make you take the phone because it's better with the deal.
That house phone was finally disconnected.
Yeah,
I think, and then someone connected it again.
You have to. If you don't get the phone in the package, it's
then
money going to get cut out. You have to get the phone, the internet. You have to get all this.
I use streaming.
$50 off.
I use streaming, and I only use streaming, and I'm good with that. Although I wasn't happy the other night.
What'd you get?
Because I usually can watch all the Giants games, even though they're not a team worth watching right now. I couldn't get this Thursday night game the other night.
Are you on Hulu? Is that show all the games?
I'm usually able to stream Thursday or Monday night games on like NBC's app or Fox's app, but they weren't playing it, but they were playing it on NBC, but only in New York. It was a whole thing. I get NBC finally, and it's California's NBC, so the news is fucking playing. I'm like, where's this fucking game? I'm like, are they really putting me on Cali? They're putting me on Cali shit right now.
So you still can watch the team.
But I'm usually able to watch literally every game.
Yeah, like on Hulu, so you can't watch everything. I got so much different apps, man. I don't want to download. I got apps so I can watch anything I want. So after that, so it's just like.
That's all you need.
Yeah, I do want to check out the Wu-Tang thing.
Oh, that's on the top of my. One of the ones on the top of my list.
Yeah, I heard about it again today. I am gonna check that out. Godfather.
Because even the crime element to it, because it's all about RZA and all of them just coming from where they came from.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check it out. Godfather Harlem. You have to watch that. I don't know where to put that.
Crime dramas. I'm
It's
there.
a lot of actors in this. So many from The Sopranos.
Oh, I'm
all
sure.
All of them is in there.
I'm sure, because it's the whole thing. It's kind of loosely based on true story, right? Or mostly.
That's all of them. It's the
Italian. Wait a minute.
No, Bobby Johnson from New York, man.
Oh, fuck.
How you not watching?
You telling me Frank Lucas's mentor, Bobby Johnson?
All of them is in this.
Frank Lucas is in this.
I can't tell you what's in this, because you just gotta
watch it. It's like when I watch Boardwalk Empire, and I'm shocked when like Capone pops up,
there you go.
Luciano. It's like that.
It's like that.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
I'm in.
All of these people are all in this
I mean, but
at
look,
this time.
I mean, I knew I was in for this.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten to it yet.
They all pop up. Like everybody in that time.
Yeah. Who does Method Man play in that?
He plays. Hold on, let me go back hard. He is like the freaking worker. Started off being like a worker of somebody's. But that somebody had to get knocked off so everybody could eat. And then that made Method Man a head person.
I get it.
But I can't tell you.
Yeah, all right. Don't tell me.
So...
But I got it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because all these, like, Chin, it's Chin, which is played by the dude from...
Wait a minute. Chin Gigante?
Bro.
Are you
I can't...
19...
you know what's this?
I don't know.
I think about this. Like, now I'm really sitting here thinking about this because you actually know who that is.
Yeah.
How are you not watching this?
Yeah, I know.
What are we doing here, people?
I don't know what I'm doing.
So you know the names.
Look, I have this thing where I go in and I keep it in the same genres. So like I'm doing a lot of like superhero shit right now.
Yeah.
But I always got to come back to crime in between everything else.
And it's
So
not
this is definitely next. Wu-Tang, Godfather, like
So
they're...
these are people, like actually, as soon as I said that dude, you knew who he was.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like, I didn't know that.
I heard Redman's gonna be in the new season.
I don't know, because I think he... Nah, that's who's... Damn, fuck, hold on.
I just heard that like Method Man and Redman were like gonna reunite on like they might reunite in Godfather or Harlem because Redman might play somebody on there.
I don't know.
I don't think he wasn't in it yet. He wasn't in it yet.
Hey, okay. I don't know. I'm
No,
only
he
on
wasn't in
episode
it.
like 2.
I just heard that might happen.
That would be dope. It is. So these are actually fucking people.
Yeah.
And I'm like the Chin dude. Like you already knew who he was. All of them, all because Bumpy dealt with the Italian mafia.
Oh yeah.
He was the only
Frank
one,
did too.
right? That could get to go through there.
Mm-hmm.
So every gangster you can think about at that time that was black, everybody, everywhere, come across.
Yeah, it's
it
probably
is shot
so good.
Beautiful. Like I'm
It's
trying to
probably
get you
so good.
Another one is like that. What show is like that? Have you ever seen It's a movie. Have you ever seen Hoodlum?
No.
Go look.
Wow,
Go watch
no.
Hoodlum.
Sometimes Chase will throw movies at me. I'm shocked I haven't seen.
I put this
But that's
Orange
it's
Fishburne,
crazy how many movies and shows there actually are though.
Cicely Tyson. Go check out Hoodlum. This is another one that all the gangsters will come through and pass in this movie because of the time.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, in Hoodlum, Lawrence Fishburne is playing Bumpy again. Bumpy Johnson. Again, so Al Capone, you got the Dutch.
Not Al Capone.
Go.
Al
look.
Capone was in the 20s.
Go back. Who is
John Gotti?
Nope. Nope.
Chin Gigante?
Nope.
Paul Castellano?
Mm-mm.
What? Wait, hold on. Wait. The 70s?
Bumpy.
60s.
Yes, about right there. Oh my God.
But Chin Gigante was a boss in the 80s.
Nah, he's fucking in it. No, he's there. I know this because he's like one of the main.
Okay, but he might only be a soldier or a
He's
captain. He's definitely a made man.
yeah, but he really wants to do something, but he can't.
See, I know the history, so
Yeah. Cause he really
but 60s, I'm trying to think who you're talking about.
Oh my God.
60s would be who was the big boss in the 60s? 60s big boss.
Oh my God, this is one of the names. It's, whenever you hear Al Capone and all them, how can I not remember this? I just watched this the other day. Drawing a straight blank.
Carlo Gambino,
Nope.
Tommy Lucchese,
Is it Lucky Luciano.
That's older though. That's older. I mean, he was around, but he was retired by 62. Pretty much, Luciano. Definitely wasn't him.
I'm gonna have to go look.
Yeah, get back to me on that.
It's the same. It's
Definitely.
the same damn story. You gotta go watch that one.
Guess where I just put it?
At the top.
On the list.
At the top.
Oh yeah, no. Crime stuff's always at the top.
But now,
always.
like, it's now that I'm thinking about it,
That's
actual movie is like actually what they are doing. This like series is going on.
Okay.
So it's a whole lot of it just tell the same story.
But the series, when series do it though, you can expand on this
Malcolm
character
X.
and that character, and like it's better. It's just better, and then you can play with shit and even like dramatize shit. Like it's just better. Like when Boardwalk Empire did that, I love that show.
You'll like this, and it's not too long. I think it's like 8. I think it's 8 episodes. The first one is like short. It's like 8 episodes. I think it's like a 45 minutes.
Okay.
Cause I watched it pretty fast.
Okay.
But it's good. I mean, it's Al Sharpton, Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X. Like it's crazy. And all the characters pop in.
And that makes sense too.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, just the time period and this idea that Bumpy was that guy.
Yeah.
Like Muhammad, Malcolm.
Yeah.
But in crime.
Yeah. And
you know?
they friends because they be having to come together and get shit done.
That's so great. That's gonna be so great to watch.
God, man, it is so beautiful.
Anything else about Suicide Squad?
I liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it was awesome.
all around good.
Yeah.
All around
go watch the first
fun
one.
movie. Yeah, you're not gonna.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Your face keep on saying like it's horrible.
I mean, if you like this one, I don't know how you can. I just don't see it.
Yeah, because this one that was super action, and this I loved it. So like. Every time I'll be like the first one, you be looking like, don't even.
I don't want to talk about it.
Don't even go check it out.
Let's not go there. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, this one was good. Like I like from the up top, and now let's get to the
Shang-Chi.
Yes, because I need a.
All right, well, Shang-Chi. Just to break it down for anybody, you want another brew?
Yes, sir, please.
Absolutely.
Because these stories is like whenever I hear another character pop up.
Forever, ever?
Yeah.
Forever, ever?
That's how I feel about the Marvel comics. I'm like, it's another one? Forever. Like, it never ends.
I get it. Yeah, I know. It's just, when it's good, it's good. That's the thing Marvel does best. They have a way of putting out good shit consistently. So people will go and they don't have to follow it and then just be like, damn, that was fucking good.
And you can pick up.
Damn, that was fun. That was really and Shang-Chi is one of those. You know how Black Panther, you didn't have to know the whole Marvel universe to know that was a fucking masterful film.
Beautiful.
Shang-Chi was the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm starting to worry about with Marvel is that they're not willing to take the risk they need to, which is to kind of ground some of their stories at another level. And what I mean by that is it always kind of puts a polish on. They put a polish on all their movies.
You want them to go pull out Punisher?
Yeah, but not. But I want them to find a way to do that while keeping their formula and their style. And it's hard. I get it. But if they could do that. And I tried to write something like that once.
How'd you feel? Was it hard?
It was the most fun I had writing anything.
Cause you get
originally,
Harley actually do what the character wants.
It was a very educational experience to work on that film. I need to shop that one around. I got a whole plan coming up here where I'm gonna kind of shop myself around a little bit. Netflix, just different agencies.
You got shit. Bro.
I gotta do Marvel too.
Mm.
People just gotta see. They just gotta know.
You got a lot of.
That I'm not asking you to make my movie.
Right.
I'm asking you to let me help you make movies.
Just give me. Right.
Just in any way possible
That's how I feel about Netflix.
for a little bit of pay because I need to live, and that should just about do it for now. And then when you realize that I got shit to offer,
it'll come. It'll come. Start me somewhere. Like, you got like a lot of shit, real
just put me somewhere.
Got like a lot of shit, a lot of screenplays.
I got 7 completed. 3 of them are TV shows. 4 of them are movies, and I'm working on the 8th.
Is that super hard? Like,
it's super hard.
Yeah, man. Like,
you have to really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Or you're not doing it.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Editing video.
Yeah, because writing is rewriting. Yeah. Very cliche thing to say, but writing is rewriting because it's true. Like I just keep hammering at it, and things just play better and work better. And writing, I always thought I used to finish movies in a year all the time. The one I'm working on now, I started. It takes a year usually to finish.
See, I'm tapped out. I can make a beat.
This one I'm working on now.
Yeah. Just airs.
I'm
tearing me up. I'm not going.
I'm cool with how long this one takes. It could take as long as it wants. Because I really want this one. I really want. This is the one I want to. This is the movie. I did the TV show I really want to do. This is the movie I really want to do.
Okay.
It's in the crime genre. It's everything. It's Detroit Mafia.
I always love good Detroit stories. Okay.
And it's a true. It's partially. It'll be partially true, and then a couple of there's characters that are like fictional, but this is the one that I don't care. Like that movie. It just takes a while. That movie Parasite.
Yeah.
It took him years to finish right.
Most of them, a lot of them do.
It's just if it's really your masterpiece.
Yeah.
It should. It has its own. It has a mind of its own. Let it grow. However, it's gonna. Just let it. Be patient with it and just keep
going.
You know, because I could write something in 7-8 months, but it's in the pandemic. I wrote the last one I did in 5-6 months.
Got time.
That was the quickest.
Super lot of time though.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
The more time you probably had ever since like you was a kid and shit. It's like a lot of time during the pandemic.
Does that necessarily mean it was when I finished it? Was it really what it should have been? You know, like that. And you just have to think about that stuff. You know.
Yeah,
but I always will go back.
Right,
I'll go back. We're like reading each other's mind.
Right. Right. That's what I was just about to ask you. Are you doing that like the movies you watch?
Yeah.
So you got 3 or 4 different projects going. You go back to each one and type.
I'll go back.
Damn, man. Man, that is that skill is like, cause I went to like a table reading, and they were reading everything on there. It's like, and the door slammed really, boom. Then the person step out, this person yells, and I was like, so you have to write everything. It's like,
and I've learned more and more too that it really matters how specific every little decision you're making in every scene is.
Okay.
Because I could pump something out I could pump an action out that someone does.
Right.
That I think is good, but if it doesn't complement what the scene is about, maybe it's not the right decision.
It's not gonna, I see what you're saying.
Like someone, a character that has this kind of background and perspective on life, saying this thing that he's saying.
Right.
Is that something he would say?
Right. What? Go back, hold on.
You have to say
that one more time. Rewind that.
I mean, everybody's a different person, right? Everybody's unique in how they think about things, look at the world, right? Characters are no different. They're just people. They're just people. They're people, so they have their own minds. I try to let. Sometimes I want to just let, and I'm trying to get better at it. Let them kind of tell me where it's going.
Yeah. What
they would do here. How they would react to that.
That character say some that.
Because then I'm really feeling that. Because I don't want to. If it's all just what I think is like, oh, this is like.
No.
That's just going to be some thing that I did.
I see what you're saying.
It has to be a story about people.
In their story world.
In their world, with their wants, their goals in life, everything.
Yeah. What would this person say? I see what you're saying. This character.
Or what would this person do? It's like if someone just pulled out a gun and shot. Would that character do that in that moment for that reason? Like it's like,
that's a
you
lot
know,
of thinking. Sounds fun.
That's
fun.
when I can get when I have. You don't get those moments often.
Yeah.
They're far and few in between. But when you get them, it's why you're doing it. It's that feeling. That's why. That's everything.
Yeah, the character come to life to you before it comes alive to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you gotta let the character in their own story. Where I can definitely see that. That makes sense.
That's just how.
That's probably why you do
That's
it.
gotta be. It's gotta be how you write. How anyone writes something good. It's just gotta be.
Yeah, so
Tarantino said Tarantino said that that's how he writes. He lets the characters.
Yeah.
And not like we can't all do that too. It's not easy. He's a genius. He's the only fucking one of his kind.
Yeah.
But it's worth thinking about. Sometimes you have to just shut up with what you think you want to do there and just kind of see what comes to you. And sometimes what comes to you could be the character. It could just be the character. He's talking to you in some cryptic way, but it's him telling you this is how this goes.
Right. This is what I'm going to say in this moment and do. Like I could sit here and tell you that, but for me to write it, it's like, nah. I can do it in film.
It's a lot of like, what I always try to do is pump out the scene how I would want it.
Okay.
And then you go back through and like. Fix and fix and fix and fix and fix and fix.
See, that's oh man, y'all are special to do that right. That is the thinking. Like I can literally, I can act out the character. Like if we was doing a skit like that, hey, that's why I'm on Shorts killing it. I can do the same.
Sometimes I just want to go into acting. Let me tell you.
It's easier to write the writing. Just think about the writing. So
sometimes.
I can literally express what I want to do.
Or directing, but you can't really direct unless you know how to tell stories. And I feel like you got to know how to write a little. You got to know how to do kind of everything, really. And directing's hard. I've done it. I've worked for people who are directors.
Bro.
It's a lot. It's stressful. You're in charge of you could be in charge of $1 million production with all these people.
Yeah.
You're the guy everyone comes to with 500,000 questions a day.
But they don't come to you.
No, they come to the director, I'm saying.
Now, the director is the guy that people don't come to.
No.
Scared of.
No.
People never go to the... Hold on.
No.
People don't ever go to the director.
No. Trust me. No. Trust me.
I'll be scared as shit.
But they have to know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's why
he's in charge of everybody. He's the boss.
The tester.
He's the boss. He tells everybody what they're doing.
Yeah.
Everything. People will come up to him with questions all the time. How we do this, how we do that, or he'll be telling this. It's a lot.
So if you're a new actor on the set,
that's a little different.
That's what I mean.
When you're an actor, you're like this figure that like people kind of work around you, but you're supposed to have like a rapport with the director. That's like you guys.
But say you don't.
But even the actor's just another employee under the director who's asking questions. It's like I might want to take it this way. It's also like just like learning how to bounce ideas off each other. Sometimes like the best thing about it is it's all collaborative. So it's a team thing. Like people will,
I'm like good at doing that. I can look at a scene and tell people to do this, to do that, or act like this, to do that.
Yeah.
I'm good at writing.
Yeah.
Y'all special. That is some special.
Starts there
thinking.
Starts there too.
The thinking.
You don't have nothing else without that.
Yeah, because that's what the director is. I'm doing what you bring.
You have to think of it like a building, and then the plans before the building was made. The architect is who I am.
Yes.
The director is the general contractor who goes in and gets it done. That's what I always said. Me and my dad would talk about that. He's a general contractor. Yeah. He's the director.
Right.
You know? Yeah. And then the guy he's working with who's got these plans, that guy's the screenwriter. The difference is, in that world, the screenwriters, the architects looked at as like this godly figure, and the general contractor gets kicked around.
Yeah.
In movies, the director and the screenwriter gets kicked around.
Okay.
The screenwriter doesn't quite, it's a little bit, a little different.
Who gets paid the most?
In what? Filmmaking?
Yeah.
Directors and actors. Actors usually the most. Directors second.
The writer. What about
Writer
the writer?
gets good pay, but they've had to fight for that over the years. There's been a lot of like strikes and like all kinds of things.
Damn.
It's been rough sometimes for writers.
That's the hardest fucking part.
I know.
Like.
I'm doing it all the time. You don't have to tell me.
Yeah. Alright, let's go back. Back to the Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Right, guys, I'm sorry. People,
No, that's good. It's what we do here. We're good. And look, we're at an hour and 30. It's good.
Awesome.
We're going to finish out now.
So what's the backstory on this?
Shang-Chi is he's in the Marvel comics, he's technically like the master of Kung Fu, basically. And so his father is this like warlord called, he had a name called the Mandarin.
Alright.
And he like basically is like, he has these 10 rings that are like these powerful rings that also allow him to not age, so he's like thousands of years old.
Awesome.
And the whole thing is about him being like, he's very greedy. He wants to take over and like just kind of like he uses his power of the 10 rings for like gaining his own personal growth in the world.
Right.
He does that for thousands of years.
All
Then
right.
he meets a woman. Obviously, it changes him. He actually like changes. And he has kids, and it's like, but who we meet is Shang-Chi, a Chinese American kid.
All right.
And his father is this Mandarin guy,
Right.
right? And he knows him and everything,
All right.
but it's cool because like he's like hiding from his father because his father's like he wasn't a good father. It's like, he was just like kind of there's a whole thing there. And then
you know he exists.
Yeah, they know. Everybody knows each other
Okay.
exists and everything. It's people back home, like in the States, that like Shang-Chi has friends.
Okay.
Like he ran away from his dad. His dad had a mission for him and everything, and like he ran away from that obligation, like because it was to kill somebody.
All
Like
right.
it's like a whole thing. And
All right.
and then you know, in the States, he just kind of builds a life for himself. He changes his name to Sean.
So it's actually Sean.
In America,
Wow.
it's Shang-Chi,
Sean.
but his
Very
actual name
strange.
is Shang-Chi.
Okay. So he's now Sean.
But that's there's an element to the film that I actually liked where it's kind of 50-50 in terms of the language I like. So 50-50, so it's like half and half in Chinese and in English, which was cool.
Yeah.
And Shang is worried, so basically like he gets like the whole mission is about him. The whole reason he goes back to China and like to his father and everything like is because his father is trying to do something for
Are you trying to tell me without telling me?
yeah, it's
Oh,
hard.
okay.
Very hard to do.
Yeah.
Very hard. But basically just
This
this
is a spoiler. Do you give out a spoiler?
I'll
to
just
everybody?
basically
Nice, go do it.
all you
I'm
need to
watching.
know about Shang-Chi as the character is that he's kind of like reluctant to take up his calling, basically, and face his past and face his father. That's basically all you really but he's super skilled at fighting because he was trained by
I seen the trailer.
and so like he has a life in America and his friend like doesn't know this, and when he actually does shit for the first time, like,
Yeah, them like.
yeah,
So did
it's crazy.
Did he come to New York, or did he come to the States?
San Francisco.
I feel like I know they're seeing this story, and then haven't seen the movie of it.
My final take on it is really kind of just this whole thing about him being I kind of like this whole thing about him being partly his father, like embracing that you're your father and your mother, and like that the balance of that is you.
Okay.
This whole thing there. The themes of family are great. The action is the best in any Marvel movie. In terms of like choreography and actual fight scenes, like fighting and all that. And I was just my whole thing with it wanting it to be more grounded is just they have characters that they're gonna start making stories about that I know need to have just a little different layer of like grittiness to them.
Okay.
They got Blade. They got Blade coming out with Mahershala Ali. You can't sugarcoat. You can't put paint a fucking sugary coat on that. I just don't see that.
I didn't want to say. I seen that Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat kind of had that. Yeah.
I love Mortal Kombat, bro. I love it. I was so mad about that, and all my friends told me my expectation was too high. That's what they all told me.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, dude. It was a little playful, man. A lot playful. Like, come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, it was enjoyable for me because I wasn't a big game. You know, like with the game and even the classic movie. Like, I wasn't like.
I love Mortal Kombat, man.
So it was fine for a casual viewer. There's a lot I didn't like about it, but.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
The first one. I mean, this is Mortal Kombat. It's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay.
Fight.
Came it's just, so that's what I mean. So I understand
Yeah,
what you
people
mean.
were saying with that they had a problem with Kano being all jokey.
Yeah, that is too jokey. It was a lot of that in there throughout the whole movie. So it was nothing like it. So I understand what you mean. Like, you cannot bring Blade in.
Just certain people, you just have to give them their tone.
The grittiness,
they have a tone.
And Blade
it's
is
like
coming. Oh my God, that's
Moon Knight is another one they're doing.
That's
like
they
gotta
favorite,
just
man.
they just gotta be very careful that gotta know that it's time to take that risk. I think.
You think it's what do you think? Then they're gonna pull it. You Blade, you cannot sugarcoat that.
No.
Like, nah, man.
But like I said, if they could find a way to merge their style with a different tone,
They can do anything they want to, man. It's Marvel.
I know. Let's see.
Nobody's gonna not like what they do. Definitely going down that way.
Let's see it.
For sure, going down that way.
I want to see it.
Because Punisher is what? Is that
That's
DC?
Marvel, and see that's what.
Okay, so I'm not tripping. That's Marvel.
Listen, but that's the thing. That's what Marvel would do when they want to allow some of their characters to have these really, really gritty stories. They made them separate from their big narrative, put them on Netflix,
put 'em in the Netflix.
did like a separate thing, which is fine. You can do that. Those were great. Those shows were great. Very, very well done. Quality.
What did you think about the Punisher?
Great.
I mean, that was
Daredevil, great.
But you saying they'll put it off and put it on the networks?
I know I don't because they're doing it. It's already been announced that they're doing Blade, doing Moon, like they're doing these movies in their universe.
Okay, so we there.
So it's like
Netflix,
full blown. This is
the
it. So
Chinese
I'm curious how those movies. I'm really curious.
You can't sugarcoat Blade, dude.
No.
I don't think there's no way you can even do it.
If anyone can do it.
Say that. Marvel can. I know he's gonna say that.
I have a lot of faith when they haven't really failed that much.
Ah, man, Marvel, like
They just don't fail that much.
I don't.
And when I say that much, I mean basically never.
Never. I'm about to say yeah.
But like sometimes they have a couple that's like, but it's like,
people. Yeah, because there's gonna be somebody out there like, yeah, what about this movie, whatever. Marvel, even everything that I didn't even know about. That's why I'm asking about this, because I'll be like, where are these people land at? Galaxy, what is it?
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
That's Marvel.
Knew anything I knew about them from the video games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah, but I didn't never know the story till I watched that, and I was like, damn, this is pretty like dope.
Yeah.
Until I watched it, and I was like, oh, okay.
And then they're teaming up with the Avengers,
which is. But damn, you think about the video game, did you ever get on that? On the other video games back in the day?
Was it like what, like Marvel vs. Capcom?
Yeah, they was bringing like everything. Like, I got.
That's the first thing that came to my head.
I got that on PS4 right now.
Yeah,
yeah,
those are fun.
So I'm thinking back in the day, that's the only thing I knew them from.
Yeah.
And I seen a couple comic books. I seen them, but to see that movie, And I was like, damn, so I always be curious of where these people land. So when you told me to watch Shang-Chi, I was like, where does this character come from?
The thing is, he also, like, he's got, like, a very small background. I didn't know much about him either, really. I feel like there's a lot they did with the character here to fit him into this mold.
Okay.
Which is kind of what they do with the character in the comics down the road. In later comics, they make him, like, a much bigger character with bigger, the world that he's part of is like, more, just bigger. Right. Just not more grounded, because I always could see him as a more grounded character, and and I didn't expect this movie to go where it goes. I'll leave it at that. It just kind of goes to a big place that I didn't know it would do.
So they telling this story to get to a bigger story. So
no, not bigger story. Just like the scale of it, and like this, and like what happens, like in terms, like, how do I?
This is so hilarious.
Yeah.
Trying to tell me about Tony.
Yeah, it's hard. The scale of it. Like, I'll base it on CGI. Let's put it that way.
All right,
their CGI scale is not where I think they would go.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
For Shang-Chi.
All right.
Let's leave it there.
All right, because it looks like it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like when I seen that it looks like it's gonna, and I seen Marvel, so I stopped right there. I was like, this is gonna be something crazy. Then I tried to find another shit. I can't find this. I'm like, oh, okay, this gotta be good. Cause
it's also a movie you really should see in a theater.
Yeah.
I saw it at the Chinese theater.
Okay.
Big one, big screen.
He was in the big boy.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
And I'm getting sick of going over there. Really, I kind of.
The Chinese theater.
Yeah, but I also need to take the train more and not drive, because parking sucks.
Oh yeah. Train gets you in like 3 minutes or something. Yeah. 7 minutes, or why don't you just take the bus?
Or the bus.
Yeah, it's like one bus ride down there. You probably be just as fast as the train. It's like one bus ride. There's like 3 buses to go that way.
It's definitely like the train's quicker.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
That's still like a few.
I rode the train one time and got down there with Dave in Hollywood in like 3 minutes. Wow. I didn't even believe where we came when we came up. I couldn't believe where he was.
It's
like
great.
Impossible.
It's great
that happened. Impossible. I'm not counting all the time until we go down there to kick over this bomb. Then we went to this elevator. And then this elevator went down so far on the earth. After we got out of the elevator, guess what we went to? Another elevator. We went down again.
So you're going to the Earth's core.
We went. I was so nervous. It's the first time I ever rode a train, and last time I rode. But when we got there and I seen, I said, "Oh, okay, this is cool." Blah blah blah. We got down there so fast I couldn't believe it, and I came up and I was like, "Nah, this is not real."
Wow.
Yeah, so like, I never would do that again. No security, no cops nowhere.
No.
I'm not. We went so far under the ground. I'm not ever doing that again.
No.
But it was. I get it, but I don't get it. But I get it. I'll stay above the ground. It's enough crazy shit up here. That shit you deal with down there, those are different people.
It's all preference.
Yeah. You like fuck that. Like, do you deal with that shit when you go down there? Like on a train?
I did it in New York a lot.
I mean, it's different. New York is different, man, because that's a normal.
And that's the thing. I haven't really done this yet. I don't know what it's like.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm fucking the train, man. Stay up here, man.
Don't fucking just stay on the.
You come to LA,
get on the
Don't
fucking
fuck with
bus.
The train. I'm taking on the bus.
Take a bus.
Walk. Get the little bird thing.
Scooter.
Tweet, whatever.
I used to do that. I should do that again.
Yeah, it's like right down there. You'll be right down there.
Yeah.
Fuck the train, man. The train's dangerous.
All right, now what I do is I'll just give my ratings out of 10, and you can do the same thing for the 3 movies. So, Reminiscence, give a 7.4, was okay.
Give it a 7?
Yeah.
I don't know about a 7, bro. Give it a 7?
Yeah. It's okay.
0.4?
My title for it is okay. Like it's not good. It's not. It's
Not
it's
bad.
definitely. It's not bad. It's
It's a genre people
disappointing for you.
Nah, I ain't gonna say it's like, damn, wow, watch this. Nah.
Okay. So you're more like the weak.
Yeah.
So
It's definitely
6
some people.
point.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it
okay.
about a 6.5.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. There you go.
I know some people that are gonna watch that's going to like that more than me.
Right. Okay.
Definitely.
And I know some people who are gonna hate it more than both of us.
For sure. That like I'm scared this is probably the same person. And I mean like I'm scared this person gonna like it or hate it like the same people. Like they either gonna hate it or like it. So but I know some people that watch that type of shit that love that movie though.
Suicide Squad.
I'm up there with that.
8.5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
Really good.
I love
really
that
good. James Gunn didn't disappoint me.
I'm gonna watch that probably 2 more times.
That's how you know.
Now, that shit was that's what made me have to go watch one, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I have to. Because like I don't see one
Numerical? What do you think?
Nah, man.
More than me? 9? 9?
Yeah.
Like great?
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
I'm gonna understand people giving that rating to that movie.
Nah, that shit was banging.
I get it.
I'm almost to where I don't even see
I'm
part
almost
1
there.
being fucked up. That's why I want to go see it. Part 2 is like that. I don't see part 1 not being good.
It's just a totally different movie to me.
Okay, that's even fucked up, dude.
It's not that the concept is the same. You know, like do this mission, don't break the rules or we'll blow you up. Like that whole thing. Like it's different. It really introduces you to the idea of what the Suicide Squad really is, and then them actually trying to be a team when they can't.
Yeah. Part 2 is like every time I talk about part 1, you about to throw up. every time I say
that movie.
You like don't even do it.
But that movie's like at the bottom of my list for DC Comics movies.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't give any fucking slack on that movie.
Damn, that bad.
I really don't like that movie.
I
And I like a lot of shit. I don't like. I'm really soft with my ratings. I don't fucking like.
First thing
I don't go straight
to was The Boys. I trust you with all of my heart. When I tell you, that's my top probably 3. Like
You
I
got
trust
that?
this guy.
You
with
can always
all
trust me.
The ratings
And watch The Boys.
For sure. Yeah. So I trust you. Super.
Shang-Chi, numerical. I'm kidding.
Go watch it.
I gave it a 8.8 out of 10. Great
It's
movie.
up there.
Great movie.
Yeah.
It's probably like number 12 on my list of all the Marvel movies.
I mean, shit, man.
That's high considering how many.
I was just about to say,
you know.
God.
So that's pretty.
Yeah,
pretty good.
that's crazy. You even remember that number? Like number 12. It's a lot of Marvel shit.
I'm a list guy.
It's a lot of Marvel
And it's
shit.
totally the geeky. It's the nerdiest fucking shit
It's
to have a list.
It's a record.
But I got a list. It's a record.
I
got
got
lists. I got lists to remind me of shit.
Yeah, they
like
remind you of another
forget.
list. I got a
But-
list to remind you of another list. Yeah.
Some things I like to have a little list for.
Yeah. On the side. Yeah, I trust you. I definitely trust your opinion because the Boys is up there. That's one that I got some people that you would never think from all different walks of life. Watch that. That's what I'm saying. When something's good, it don't matter what it is.
That's
it's
what
just
I'm
fucking
saying.
Good. Period.
What I'm saying.
The writer, the editing, the shooting, the sunlight, the character, it's just good in that.
Everything. The
And
characters.
when they create their own characters.
The characters are the
That's hard.
best part about it.
Like I don't want to kill this name on Netflix, but is it the Zootopia? They create their own characters. I think it's on Netflix.
Jupiter's Legacy or whatever.
Or it's like the characters they create. Like this is I can't do it. It's hard to watch. Everybody else watches, they like it. It's hard to create superheroes that don't exist. So he literally.
It's very
see what I mean?
unseen and very hard.
Very hard.
It
so
happens. There's a mature adult cartoon that everyone needs to watch. It just came out. It's called Invincible. And it's about superheroes.
Okay.
It's on Amazon Prime. And it's fucking unbelievable.
The Invincibles?
It's just called Invincible. That's
Okay.
his name. He's a kid. He's a superhero. And he lives in a world of superheroes, so there's other superheroes. It's like a whole unit. It has its own story world, like The Boys. It's like top of the fucking.
It's up there.
Yeah.
It's
You'll be like.
Tune. All right, here we
You
go.
know how in The Boys, when something would happen, you'd be
Oh
like,
yeah. That was the beginning.
Invincible's a cartoon, but it's the same effect.
Oh,
You're
wow.
like,
It's even more fucked up as a cartoon though, dude.
yeah, because they can really
It's
detail
even,
the blood.
It's even more fucked up.
It
as a
really
cartoon.
gore it out for you.
Yeah. It's like cartoons. Yeah, no limit. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I'm about to put that.
All right, now I'm gonna do the behind the scenes. We'll get into our segments and wrap this up.
Let's go.
So on this one, I'll just go through it and then we'll talk after.
All right, cool.
So our next episode of Behind the Camera is about the 2010 masterwork Inception from the visionary director Christopher Nolan. Naturally, it has a lot of interesting facts behind it. There were 3 really cool things that I saw that I never knew before, so I'll talk about those. We could talk about budget or casting or that ambiguous ending that we talked about, but I liked learning that Leonardo DiCaprio actually had more of a hands-on role in the screenplay decisions. Leo guided the script into being more character-driven and less of a puzzle. Nolan's one and only decision for the character of Cobb, once cast, he and DiCaprio sat for months and months discussing and reworking the script. Leo even made contributions and challenged Nolan to be true to the essence of the characters and the rules of the story world. Thus, it became a story of a character that audiences could relate to. I also love to learn about the production design. It turns out Nolan had his production team build sets that could actually move, shift, and rotate. For some of those scenes, the most famous sequence in which Joseph Gordon-Levitt's Arthur is running through the hallways, being thrown all around while the whole hallway moves back and forth, that was not a green screen, but rather a set that could rotate 360 degrees.
Come on.
Gordon-Levitt was hooked up to wires in order to get the shots right, and it took 500 people and 3 weeks to film. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt only used his stunt double one time for one shot. That's impressive.
One stunt that one time. This is what you're gonna do.
My favorite thing to learn was about the characters. Did you know that they act as key representations of the filmmaking process? So Arthur is what they call the point man in the movie. That's meant to be the producer.
Okay.
Ariadne is the architect, which is like the production designer.
All right.
Eames is the forger, actor.
Right.
The Mark, played by Cillian Murphy, acts as the audience, and naturally, DiCaprio's Cobb is the writer-director.
All right.
That's pretty cool. Nolan found many parallels between himself and his main character and has said he's never been so invested in a project in his entire career. Inception will forever be a bold and creative classic.
Yes, for sure. I got this little gap right here to make sure that I'm really going to be here to remind me when this is over. This is not a dream.
Yeah, that's your totem.
Yeah. I'm here.
We all gotta have one.
Yeah, I'm here. It's my guy. I'm here.
I just can't believe the making of that movie.
The rotating.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? That's cool.
Like,
Literally, like on
and
like
that.
literally would build a set with like it not just we're not just talking art, we're not just talking like building, we're talking an engineering shit, like mechanical shit, to make it like move, like and maneuver.
He said fuck green screen.
Yeah, he's going full blown.
As an actor, that was
And then,
scary.
but also as an actor, must be like
God,
so cool to do
the best
that.
set ever in life to be on, and definitely at that point in that situation and that the point you're talking about in the movie where you had that, I don't know if that's the point to where everything is almost flipping upside down. Like
Yeah, when the
I don't
so
even know
like
how to
the
explain
the
this.
van in one dream is tumbling.
Right.
So in the other dreams, their gravity's
Right,
all fucking
that's
crazy.
what I'm talking about.
So
That's
they would
when you-
use sets.
Oh no. God. Like
And he's on wires, and they just play with.
Super fun.
Yeah.
God.
It's cool.
Like he said screw. Hold on. The stun though.
One shot.
What was the one thing that he did?
I don't know. I didn't get it. I didn't.
Like
But it was just one of the shots that I guess Gordon-Levitt couldn't quite pull off the maneuver, maybe, or
I have
something.
to know what that is.
I know.
The big stun devil on that, and they had out of all the shit he built.
Yeah.
What the fuck did the stun devil come?
But it's impressive for
one time.
Gordon-Levitt to just
That's
stay
what I
out
mean.
there. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck this
Whatever
was. The stun
It must.
devil did.
I mean, it must have been the one where he's like really. I don't know, man, because that's.
We gotta figure out what the stun devil do. He only had to come one time.
It might have been when he's thrown up initially, but like the shot from behind, maybe. It's hard to say.
I don't know, man. I feel like he could have did that. Out of all the
Yeah,
shit that he built,
yeah.
it's
I
not
don't
big
know.
enough.
It's not. We gotta
That's
find.
not big enough for the
That's
stun
not
devil.
quite what I was looking for.
Nah, this had to be like the most. I can't even think about what the most fucked up thing is in the situation. I just read that. We gotta figure out
just
what
in
the
that
stun
sequence
devil,
in the
what they had
hallway.
the stun devil come do.
It's only in that hallway sequence
That's
that
where the stun devil came in right
Yes.
there.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I can't tell. I can't really.
We'll figure this
He's
out.
also fighting a guy, so it could have been one of those. It could have been. And honestly, you could find out what it was, and it's lackluster. It's probably maybe it was nothing.
Yeah. Nah, that's something, man. Stun devil come one job, you gotta get out of here. I just gotta create this whole world.
But and that's not to say anything about stunt doubles because
No. I mean,
props.
I'm just saying, but
They
this
have
guy
their
is
jobs
like,
are fucking.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that is. But I get it. But I have to figure out this one thing: is this dude creating the whole world?
We'll try to see if we can look that up later.
Later on. All right, man.
Our question, our debate was the one I told you I would hit you with during the episode.
All right.
Is themed on the superhero shit this week. On TV, what's better, Marvel or DC? Just on TV, not the movies.
And when
It's
you
hard.
say on TV,
So
what
TV,
do you
we're talking
mean?
about-
Netflix. What do
We're
you-
talking about everything, just on TV. Marvel or DC. So I'll give you them. I'll give you the main ones.
Yeah.
So Marvel, you got like the Netflix shows, Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, those shows, right?
Okay.
You got their new shows on Disney Plus like Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, WandaVision. You got their network shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and basically that's it, right?
Okay.
And then
Alright.
DC's got like some gritty shit. So like on HBO they got Titans and Doom Patrol, and then they have the Arrowverse on network. So like Green Arrow, The Flash, and then they also had Gotham too.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I like
And their
that.
shows are getting better, even better. DC. I think
course, yeah.
DC on TV is like slightly. It's hard for me to pick. I think I picked Marvel still because now Disney Plus and those shows.
I like
But
Gotham.
before that, I would have picked the DC shows.
I like Gotham, dude.
That's a good show. It's a great
oh my
show.
God. Like, when you said that, it fucked me all the way up. Because I was about to be like, and then he said Gotham. I was like, oh, shit, hold on.
Wait.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute.
I know it's hard to pick.
Gotham is
But-
like me saying like the Godfather of Harlem, but they bring in the characters like
Yeah, from
Gotham
Batman,
is like,
from all the Batman shit. Yeah, it's
and I love Batman, bro.
Yep. That means you're going with DC
I'm
on
going
TV.
DC, dude.
Yeah, a lot of people would.
I
even.
am, dude. Like I am on TV.
On TV, they
Yeah,
really
yeah,
do a
yeah,
good job.
yeah.
It's in the movies where they don't beat
And,
Marvel.
Yeah, I'm going with them. And I really like Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of better than all the other shows, like period. Yeah, I'm going with that. And I love
Word.
Batman.
Word.
Yeah. If I was ever a villain, I'd be Batman. It's not a superhero, it's a villain.
And now, real quick, as I always do, a shout out to my patrons because they are I'm so grateful to them for even existing and being a patron. You know what I mean? So, as usual, Billy Thomas, Jessica Murphy, Michael Morganti, Linda Morganti, T-John Construction, Julian Morganti, thank you for supporting the show and
Guys,
providing.
rock.
You're the best.
Keep
You're
watching
the best
this
of the
shit.
best.
Guy knows his movies. Guy knows his shows. Knows his shit.
So we'll get on out of here. Let's plug. Where can they find you?
Chase More Beats on everything, man. Instagram, Facebook. Please go to my YouTube Shorts channel, Charlie Wood Shorts.
Charlie.
We got Charlie Wood Shorts and Chase More Beats TV. So please go check those out, man. I'm on there doing crazy shit, crazy skits and everything. And yeah, man, Chase More Beats on everything.
Awesome. And you know where I am. If you want to follow me personally, you can at DeBenji. Follow at Screen Preach for the show. You want to subscribe to the YouTube channel at BMS Studios and check out my website at benmorgantistory.com. And if you want to get a shout out right here, you got to become a patron. You got to go to you got to patreon.com/preacher.
Get in there, pay the guy. It's worth it.
Pay. Burn them.
Like, subscribe, all that. Don't cost you nothing, man.
And this was really cool.
Nah, this is dope, man.
This was dope.
Yeah, I like the door setup.
Thank you for watching and listening.
Yes.
And always come back. I will always let you know new episodes coming. And that's it.
That's it, man.
We out of here. Have a cinematic week and all that stuff that I usually say at the end. Goodbye.
Scream Preach.
See you later. Get out of here, bye. I got about 4 different ways to end it there.